So, okay, good evening, everybody. I'm calling the meeting to order, and before we begin, I would like to ask the town manager to announce the protocols.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As a reminder, this meeting is being recorded and will be posted on the town's YouTube. If you are not involved in the discussion, please mute yourself and turn off your camera. If you are in the discussion, please unmute yourself and turn on your camera. If you are a resident who's making a comment, please state your name and the street that you live on for record-keeping purposes. If this Zoom gets interrupted for any reason, I will immediately end it and send out a new link via email. I turn it back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Sorry, can I actually have a request whether we can add one item to the agenda quickly for discussion? It shouldn't take too long.
Sorry, Rohit.
What is it?
Well, when we approved the lobbyists' contract, I think the council decision specifically was that it would be I think we approved the first month. And
okay, so your agenda is to extend, so the item is to extend the lobbyist.
Extend his lobbyist contract through the end of the session of the Maryland Assembly.
Okay, so that's your motion to amend the agenda to add that. And is there a second on the amendment?
Second.
Is there discussion on the agenda as amended? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, thank you. Okay, so as you know, we're required to have a public comment period on every council meeting. Is there, Mr. Town Manager, has any citizen indicated they wish to speak?
No.
Okay, thank you. So our first item is consideration of the adoption of a resolution to support HB 1142/SB. I don't know what the number is, establishing the task force to modernize county and municipal revenue sources. And I'm going to turn it over to Councilor Marcana to elaborate, but basically, in an unusual move, the League has asked each municipality to pass a resolution to support this very, I would say, non-controversial piece of legislation. And so I think that since we're loyal members of the League, and I think that we should pass this resolution, but I'll turn it over to Councilor Marcana to briefly elaborate, and then we'll take questions and see if there's any citizen as a comment. Councilor Marcana. Do you want to just elaborate a little bit on this?
Yeah, no, I think as the resolution is quite self-explanatory. Maryland is one of only a handful of states that does not allow local governments to collect certain taxes. The bill is not proposing that municipalities should necessarily be able to do that, but to establish a task force to study the matter, which I think is a good way of legislation proceeding. And as the mayor said, I think even if Somerset itself may or may not impose such taxes, I think is a matter of solidarity with other municipalities who do need that revenue. I think we should support it. I believe that the bill has passed one chamber. I think it has passed. I think the House of Delegates passed it, and now it is in time for crossover, and now it's moving on to the Senate, and the MML team has confirmed that they still would like municipalities to send in their resolutions. It would still be timely to do so. So with that, I'm handing it back to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Council President Barr, do you have any questions?
Well, only it's sort of technical, which is that it's now passed the House, as Rohit has pointed out. It was addressed to both the House delegates and the Senate. Do we really need to modify it now so it only goes to the senator for our district? That's the question.
Well, we'll find out maybe with leave to the staff to find out and
my understanding is that it should be to both, because even though it has passed the House, it could be amended in the Senate and go back to the House. I think that's the way it might work still. The Senate may not pass it as it is. So I think
I'm happy with whatever you decide, is what it boils down to.
Well, we can also ask the league, when you make the motion, you can put in there to check with the league first before we send it. Okay, Councilor Heller, do you have any questions?
No. Nope.
Okay, Mr. Town Manager, has any citizen indicated they wish to comment? Okay, Councilor, you prepared to make a motion?
Yep. I move that we draft the resolution as indicated by the Maryland Municipal League and raise a question whether we should modify it to reflect only addressing it to the senator for the district.
Okay, is there a second? Is it that, Mr. Town Attorney, that's legally and technically sufficient, right? Okay.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Is there, thank you, sir. Is there discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Thank you very much. And for our final item, I will turn it over to Councilmember Khanna to present the proposal.
Thank you. And I'll ask Debbie if she wants to add anything. So basically, as you would remember, in January, I believe it was, that the council approved a contract for Richard Tabuteau to be our lobbyist in Annapolis with respect to the starter and silver homes bill that was which had been proposed by the Moore administration to the General Assembly. At that time, we agreed that Richard's contract would be for the first month. We are now into the second month. I think there's still 45 days left for the end of the session. And so it is our proposal that we extend this contract through to the last day of the session, which, as I said, the town staff can confirm what that day is. Overall, I think Richard has done a fantastic job of keeping us informed, of advising us on what to say and to whom. The mayor and I testified respectively at the Senate and the House hearings. Richard was there with us. We also had discussions with Chuck Cook, the chief legislative person in the administration on this bill, which Richard helped facilitate. Working together with Ron, we proposed various amendments to the administration, which ultimately were not really necessary because the bill itself was so fundamentally flawed and so opposed by so many municipalities and counties.
He also got us a very important special meeting with the speaker.
Yes, I was going to close off with that, just saying that, he also arranged for a meeting with the speaker of the House that I attended. And incidentally, the Speaker of the House reiterated that there were many concerns with respect to this bill that would make it difficult to move forward in the House. So I think that the bill itself it has not even moved through Senate or House committees as of today. So today is crossover day. With the lack of progress in any committees, it would suggest that the mountain for this bill to climb is very high. So it's highly unlikely that this bill would pass in this session of the General Assembly. However, because it is a bill sponsored by the Housing Secretary, or proposed by the Housing Secretary, there could be surprises in store, and I think therefore it's important to have Richard on the job for us until the very end, And so that is why I've proposed that we keep him on retainer for the final stretch, so that we don't have any miscommunication or mishap or anything that we might miss. So overall, a very positive experience with him, and we are in a good place with respect to the bill. I think Somerset's interests have been well protected, and so therefore, I'm proposing that council approve his contract through whatever date it is that the General Assembly session ends. Thank you.
Okay, Councilmember Heller, did you want to add anything?
Just two things that we couldn't have done this without Ron as well. I mean, Ron was right there with us, and it was really a great team. I know I learned a lot through all this.
Great.
And I just wanted to say number two is that I think we'll be back there again next year. And we'll be thinking about this, that we're going to need Richard again next year, because it looks like Star and Silver may be done as the way it is, but they'll be back, with a new, painted face for us. So
Okay, thank you. Council President Barr, do you have any questions?
Nothing on this one, no.
Okay, are there any, before I ask for a motion, are there any citizens that wish to address this issue, Mr. Town Manager?
No.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Khan, are you prepared to make a motion?
Yes, I'm proposing a motion that the council approve an extension of Richard Tabato's contract through to the end of the current session of the Maryland General Assembly. Thank you.
Is there a second? Is there discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
I
All those
Just know for a
opposed?
practical matter, he's $5,000 per month, so it's through the end of the month, and even though the session ends on the 15th, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, we'll make note of that. And thank you, everyone, for attending this special emergency session timely, and we'll see you again soon. Is there a motion to adjourn?
motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Is there a second? All those in favor? Thank you, everybody.
Thank
See
you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Have a good evening. Bye.